Some of the content in this podcast does not belong to me and is displayed for entertainment purposes only. Step to the throne.
The Goldie Gossip Podcast. Step to the throne.
To the great, to the great. 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 To the great. Shout out to my light skin girls. We don't fuck around with no light skin hoes. I like my black girls blacker than night. I like my white girls whiter than white. Ain't no in between, I ain't sipping lean. And if it ain't you, I can stay for the night. A canary and a crow, locked in the cage. I'm on the corner cause I'm on my rage. Time's up, I got to engage. Light skinned niggas is the king of the cage. Nowadays they black in the west slams.
Welcome, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, to the Goldie Gossip Podcast, episode 106. That's right. Guys, let's get into the show. But first, let's do the flip. And there's the flip. All right, guys, welcome to the show. Let's get right into it. I want to get straight into some Goldie Gossip obituaries. Yep, we got to do it again. Guys, this week we just lost Gene Hackman, his wife, and one of his 3 dogs. They were found dead in their home, and it is so sad. Gene Hackman is a staple in all of the Bond movies. And just to show you guys who Gene Hackman is, let's show you a clip of some of the accolades that he's done in movies, and I'm gonna talk about it after the clip. Check it out.
This morning, Hollywood is remembering one of the greats.
All right, Popeye's here. Get your hands on your heads. Get off the bar and get on the wall.
Gene Hackman never fit the mold of a typical star, but blazed his own path into movie history. Often called an everyman, Hackman in fact played every different type of character, from a cop to a convict, a senator to a spy, and Lex Luthor to the president. As a young man, Hackman lied about his age so he could join the Marines, then took a shot at fame, working odd jobs to finance auditions.
Every day was like a new challenge. It was going out and trying to get that job and doing those auditions, and I loved it.
It wasn't until he appeared in Bonnie and Clyde at age 36 that Hollywood took notice. But the true breakout moment came with a car chase for the ages. Hackman earned his first Oscar for his role as Popeye Doyle in The French Connection. Then came the action, from the Poseidon Adventure to Superman with Hackman's indelible Lex Luthor.
Mind over muscle.
In between, he worked on comedies and critically acclaimed films, even the iconic sports drama Hoosiers. He gained an Oscar nomination for the searing Mississippi Burning and a second win for his role as a sheriff in 1992's Unforgiven.
I don't deserve this.
Following it up opposite Tom Cruise in The Firm, and a run of hits, He kept working through the early 2000s, winning over new audiences with the Royal Tenenbaums. In 2004, he reflected on his prolific career with Al around the release of Welcome to Mooseport.
And now here we are, the new millennium, and you're still working as much as ever.
Yeah, it's very seductive. You know, it's narcotic in a way, because it's, you know, you come to work and there's 90 people standing around waiting for you to do something, and that's attractive. And I think I can give it up now.
That would be his last movie in a career that delighted audiences for decades.
One of Hackman's most critically acclaimed performances was in 1974's The Conversation, which was directed by Francis Ford Coppola. This morning, the legendary director, filmmaker, posted a picture of the two working together back then, writing in part, "Gene Hackman was a great actor, inspiring and magnificent in his work and complexity. I mourn his loss and celebrate his existence and contribution." When you consider the incredible list of actors who Gene Hackman worked with, we're going to see all kinds of tributes to him.
Was that your favorite? I loved him. I mean, he could do anything and work against anybody and hold his own. You know, in the same year that he did The Conversation, which is considered one of his best, he had a cameo in Young Frankenstein in 1974, and then played kind of the same character in The Conversation up against Will Smith in Enemy of the State. Right?
So interesting, because he was so prolific, worked so much, and then didn't. And that was one of his last interviews about one of his last projects.
He never made a bad movie, number one. He had almost 90 movies. None of them are bad. And you think of the best actor you could think of, Gene Hackman was as good as that actor.
And by the way, wrote 5 books.
Exactly. Yeah, he did. He wrote 5
novels.
So incredible.
So thank you.
Thank you.
So that was a clip, guys, of all of the accolades, or his best accolades, of Gene Hackman. And right now, I'm going to show you another clip on the news saying farewell to Gene Hackman and explaining the circumstances that has taken place in his career. Check this off, and we'll be right back.
Big story breaking overnight that you're waking up to right now. Legendary actor Gene Hackman and his wife found dead in their home in New Mexico. News Nation's Xavier Walton joins us now with the latest breaking details. I mean, Xavier, even their dog was found dead. This is just shocking news. So what more do we know about what happened?
Marky, good morning. Extremely shocking. Also, it's just a sad way to start the morning. But the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office saying that at this point in the investigation, there are no signs of foul play, at least right now in the investigation. That sheriff says that they found Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, dead in their Santa Fe, New Mexico home yesterday afternoon. The sheriff adds right now there's no exact cause of death, and they're in the early stages of this investigation. Reports suggest a neighbor might have been the first to actually alert police by calling for a welfare check. Their dog, you just mentioned that, was also found dead. Hackman has lived in Santa Fe since the 1980s. He lived there with his wife and renowned piano player Betsy, who he married back in 1991. She was 64 years old. Hackman, 95. Heart and stress issues did lead Hackman to quitting acting back in 2009. We're, of course, going to have more on this all morning long, but still, shocking news, heartbreaking news, and really more questions at this point, the investigation, Marky.
Yeah, I mean, it's just surreal news to wake up to this morning. And, of course, we'll learn more throughout the day. Xavier, thank you.
So we want to say rest in peace, Gene Hackman and Mrs. Hackman, and even the dog as well. Now, guys, let's get right into some unbelievable facts. That's right. Guys, this is a special time in history when all 7 of the planets in our solar system is lined up so that you can see them. Right now, I'm going to show you another clip of, explaining how the alignment in the universe lines up, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit more after the clip. Check this off.
cosmic event will take place tonight as 7 planets align in a planetary parade. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune will all be visible at the same time, though you'll need binoculars or a telescope to see the last two. Lowell Observatory Director of Science, Gerard Van Bell, is here to tell us all about it. Gerard, thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks, Diane.
How rare is it to see this kind of planetary parade?
It happens pretty unusually, but right now we have a number of that happening this summer and into the fall. So right now we have all 7, as you mentioned, and it's it's a nice thing to go outside and see the planets overhead. You know, you got to really work to see the things off to the east with Saturn, Mercury, and Neptune right at sunset. Venus is nice and bright off in the east, and then overhead you get Jupiter and Mars that are very, very bright.
So when's the best time and what's the best way to try to see them all?
So you have to do it right at sunset, and you have to be able to see the eastern horizon very clearly, because those 3 planets that are very close to the sun right now are pretty hard to catch. Mercury is always hard to catch because it orbits so close to the sun, and Saturn and Neptune just happen to line up that right there as well. And things like Neptune and Uranus, you'll need a telescope or binoculars to see, but other than that, you know, Venus and Jupiter and Mars should all be really bright and easy to pick off just with your eyes.
And how do you tell? Does it just look a lot brighter than the other stars, or is there something else that distinguishes it?
So Venus and Jupiter will be quite a bit brighter than the other stars. Overhead, with Jupiter overhead, it'll actually be pretty near a star called Aldebaran, the Eye of the Bull, and that's a nice reference as well. Mars is about as bright as the other stars, but has a very distinctive red color, and so it's going to be easy to pick off because of that. The other ones are just going to be very hard to see, so you got to really work at it and do your best.
And when's the next time we'll see this many planets aligned and visible?
So in the fall, in August, what we'll be able to see, again, is a number of these planets lined up. But that'll actually be in the morning, so you have to be an early riser for that, which I'm not a big fan of.
Okay, so this one's for the night owls among us. I'm with you.
That's right.
Gerard, I'm with you. Yep. Gerard Van Bell, Director of Science at the Lowell Observatory. We appreciate your time today, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Diane.
Isn't it a special time in history when from a certain part of our planet you can see all 7 of the planets in our universe lined up together? And that is an unbelievable fact. An unbelievable fact. That's right. Hey, that's it, guys. Thanks for rocking with me tonight. I hope you guys enjoy yourself. We'll be coming back with another Goldie Himalaya video. I'm going to end this out with a video. I don't know which one I'm going to pick, but you know I always show you guys a video. So enjoy. Thank you for rocking with me on the show. Good night. What up, my nigga? What up, Joe? 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 313. Yeah, tonight we gon' turn up. We gon' let the water let the whole house burn up. No caps, yeah, we gon' be up. Then we gon' tee up. Then we gon' be up. We hold it down for the 313. For my Detroit rappers and pass on G's. And all the people in the hood gotta treat them right. And when I see my niggas coming out the street, I'm like, what up, Joe? What up, Joe? My nigga, what up, Joe? 313. What up, Joe? What up, Joe? My nigga, what up, Joe? 313. What up, Joe? What up, Joe? What up, Joe? 313. What up, Joe? What up, Joe? What up, Joe? 313. Rolling down West Grand Boulevard. All the niggas looking hard. Cold outside, blow through the snow. But we don't give a fuck, we gon' do the shit for show. No caps, we keep it on low. Ballin' all night, we can do the shit for show. they all know that we large in charge. Go to Front Street, Johnson, Lord. You want some White Castle burgers, my money. Then I go get me some Miles McGarry. And all my niggas in the hood gotta treat me right. And when I see my niggas coming, I just treat them like. What up, Joe? What up, Joe? What up, Joe? 313. Ow. What up, Joe? What up, Joe? What up, Joe? 313 Detroit. What up, Joe? What up, Joe? What up, what up, Joe? Huh? What up, Joe? What up, Joe? What up, Joe? 313 Detroit. What up, Joe? What up, Joe? I hope you realize your dog has a despise. Hope the one coat is on fire. What up, Joe? 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 313 Detroit. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get your caps. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's how we rap. Oh. 313 Detroit. What up, Joe? What up, Joe?